The inquest into the deaths of 5 people killed in the Westminster terror attack last year has heard how an American tourist saved his wife by pushing her out of the path of the vehicle driven by Khalid Massoud. Kurt and Melissa Cochran had only been in London for 2 hours before Massoud launched his attack last March. Kurt was killed, his wife survived.
This morning, Melissa Cochran came to court to tell the hearing how she and her husband's trip to London ended after just 2.5 hours. She and Kurt Cochran, the first victim of the attack, had been visiting from America. From the witness box, she told the court she remembers the car being driven by Khalid Massoud approaching them and then being on the ground. Her husband had pushed her to safety. She told the court she doesn't remember him doing that, but it was typical of him. Kylie Smith, a teacher, also gave evidence. She'd been in London with some students and was on the bridge when the attack happened. In tears, she told the court how she remembered seeing the American couple holding hands beforehand. Then she said, the car came towards them. The man tried to pull his girlfriend behind him, tried to shield her from the impact. The man went over the car and just flew up in the air. There was chaos and panic after, she said. 3 others on the bridge died as Khalid Massoud drove into them over Westminster Bridge. He then got out and stabbed PC Keith Palmer, who died at the scene. The inquest will hear further evidence into Kurt Cochran's death before hearing the inquests into the 4 victims.
Well, let's go to Helena, who joins us now from the Old Bailey Live, and some very emotional, very difficult evidence today.
Yes, Simon, what's happening at the moment in court is we are hearing evidence into the inquest of Leslie Rhodes, 75 years old, a retired window cleaner. Now, in court earlier today, this footage was shown of Leslie Rhodes walking along Westminster Bridge on the day of the attack. He had been on his way back from a hospital appointment at St Thomas's Hospital, and the footage was played in court. You can see him from different angles walking along Westminster Bridge. The court then stopped that footage, and some stills were then shown of Leslie Rhodes being hit by Khalid Massoud's car. In court we heard as well that he was knocked into the air and dragged under Khalid Massoud's car. He was then taken to hospital where he never regained consciousness, and his niece yesterday in a pen portrait in court had told the court that he was a kind and loyal man. He would do anything to help anyone who needed it. We're also hearing now from a doctor, Dr. Gareth Lloyd. He works at Guy's in St Thomas's Hospital. He happened also to be on the bridge, on Westminster Bridge, at the time of that attack. He saw 3 people being hit by the car, and he was one of the first people to go and give assistance to Leslie Rhodes. So the evidence here is continuing, Simon. The hearing, the inquest into the deaths of the 5 people who died in that attack is expected to last around 5 weeks.
Helena, thank you very much. Helena, leader at the Old Bailey. Theresa May has set out plans for the UK to be at the forefront of developing and producing